Hello and welcome to Tank and AFE News. My name is Tom, and today we have a book review. It's one of a series of books we recently got from Casemate Publishing. Today we are looking at T-34-85 after World War II, Camouflage and Markings, 1946 to 2016. This is part of the MMP Books Green series. The author is, Przemyslaw Skulski. It's my best guess at it. Start with the basics. This is a 112-page book. It contains black and white and color photos, color plates. It's a paperback. So you can see it's about 11.7 inches tall, 8.3 inches wide. This was published in June of this year, so it's a relatively recent book. Now, this is a follow-up to an earlier book that covered the T-35-84 during World War II. Which I don't have that particular book, but I was more than happy to take a look at this one. Also the list price, it's not printed on here, it says $53. It's going for considerably less than that on Amazon. I noticed like 30, so you know, probably a little closer to what most people would expect to pay for a book of this size. Now this book is, as far as I understand, MMP Books is out of Poland, so a Polish author, Polish publisher, and it is pretty much what it says it is. It is photos of post-war T-35s, or sorry, T-34-85s. T-35 is a very different tank, obviously. So T-34-85s all over the world. So you can see the table of contents. So there's a decent amount of text describing the vehicle and service in different armies, which obviously the vehicle, this is like what, the second most produced tank in history after the T-54-55 series. So this thing, you know, was produced in a bunch of different countries or used in a bunch of different countries. So there's obviously lots of different markings and versions. So here you can see sort of going through, you know, sort of the brief history. So Czechoslovakia, you know, Yugoslavia, Poland, all the places that licensed produce this thing. Asian conflicts, so Korea, Vietnam, Middle East, obviously it was used extensively in the Middle Eastern wars, post-war Europe, Africa. So decent background in each of those. Information that's generally like not super difficult to find, but it's nice to have it all in one volume because I don't really know of another book that really puts this all these different uses of it in one volume like this, in sort of one handy package. Then you got paint schemes and markings, and then the plates. So lots of plates. So this, you know, this book's going to be very useful to model builders who want to create a T-34-85. I don't know why I keep screwing that up. With unique markings, you know, something a little different. Because I mean, obviously, there's probably a ton of these kits have been built. People have done different versions. If you want yours to stand out a little bit, you know, maybe you want to do something a little kooky, like try to replicate this crazy rubber armor that was put on these Yugoslav ones, you know, or, you know, there's another one, Yugoslav model. I mean, there's just so many different options you have with this vehicle because, like I said, it was one of the most widely produced vehicles in history and was used throughout really the entire war. Even North America, at least as far as Cuba goes. So here we get China, Afghanistan. So, you know, pretty much I think that gives you a pretty good idea of what this book's all about. I mean, there's not a whole lot else to say. It's, as you can see, the paper quality is nice. The photo reproduction is decent. These plates are very well done. You know, the artist did a very nice job. The photo references are decent. You know, this is one of the most interesting ones. So the Yugoslavs had this version of it that's, as you can tell from the shape of the turret and stuff, in the hull, they modified the vehicle quite a bit. It's not just a carbon copy of the Soviet version of the vehicle. But that's about it. So, like I say, it is, I don't have a ton of these Green Series books in my collection. I can say, you know, like I said, the listed price on the sheet they gave me is a little intimidating for a book of this size. Like I said, on Amazon it's going for considerably less. The other thing I can say about these Green Series books is that you know, there are a few I've kept my eye on, and they don't seem to go down in value. So you look at used copies, are not much cheaper for the new ones. So I think these are fairly low volume. And so, like I said, if this interests you, it's probably best just to bite the bullet and pick it up when it's new. You know, you're probably not going to pick it up for a lot cheaper later on, like you might be able to do with some other books. So, that said, I think that sort of covers it. Like, if you're looking for resource ideas on how to paint your post-war T-34-85 model that you're working on, this is probably going to do you as well as anything else out there, or better. And or if you're just, you know, a T-34 completist, you want everything that's out there, this would be a nice addition to your collection. Again, thank you to Casemate for sending me this review copy. I'm always happy to look at them. Particularly, like I said, these Green Series books are always fun to look at. So thank you, and we will catch you on the next one.